Hey everyone,
I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And welcome to our non-spoiler review of Lion King.
Alright, so first up, we're going to talk about the opening of The Lion King.
Yeah, so it opens up with the lovely Circle of Life song, and I had chills. It was so good, especially seeing the CGI or live action. It was so freaking cool.
Yeah, it was.
And it looked so real.
Oh.
Like, it actually looked like you were in the movie and that these characters were real and everything was real. It was absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah, the opening for me, it was, I want to say surreal because you're sitting there knowing that it's all fake and you're like, your eyes are telling you it's real, but you're like, none of this is real. There's like one scene in the whole movie that's real, but we couldn't tell.
Yeah, we'll have some of our guesses of what's seen later on in the video, but it was
the song and everything
absolutely
was good too.
Unreal. Yeah. Oh yeah, the song was phenomenal. I really enjoyed it, and I would love to see a side by side of the original compared to this one, especially for this song, because I feel like it had the same pace and the same flow as the opening of the original.
But it went a little differently.
Yeah. So I would love to see that.
But we can't compare it so much because when you do that,
well,
you're comparing what
you can't
we
compare
think is a
apples
perfect
to bananas.
movie to a perfect movie.
Yeah. But it was
really good.
The opening was very good. We really enjoyed it.
So, like I just said, we're not going to compare it to the original, but let's compare to the original.
It was very much like the original, and I'm going to do all of the talking here because somebody hasn't seen the original.
I cannot confirm this. I just might have seen it when I was really little, and I don't remember.
It doesn't count.
Yeah.
But the movie had the same pace and the same flow to it as the first one. A lot of the songs were the same as the original, and it was honestly a little weird, especially because all of our remakes so far have had differences in the stories and some of the songs, and they've added things and removed things. So this one really felt like a side by side of the original, except for one clear instance in my head with Timon and Pumbaa that happens about in the third act or so.
It was really funny. It was so funny.
Yeah. But other than that, I would say that they're really similar, but it's still definitely worth checking out because the graphics compared to the original are out of this world. Like, they're insane.
Okay, so a question since you've seen both.
Yeah.
The voice actors. I mean, minus James Earl Jones and possibly maybe one other person that was in it.
Yeah.
How did you like the voice actors compared to the original?
I thought young Simba and young Nala were amazing. I would love to hear them sing again. They were so talented, and I thought they fit the roles so perfectly. And it was funny, during the course of the movie, I kind of just wanted to see them. Like, I didn't want to see, like, Simba and Nala.
Older?
Yeah, I just wanted to see the kids actually acting, because I felt so connected to them.
Gotcha.
So, I think the casting was perfect and spot on for all but one of the characters.
Oh my god.
I am not a fan of Beyonce as older Nala. I think she took away from Can You Feel the Love Tonight. I was just not a fan, but that's my personal opinion.
She's
nothing
completely
against
wrong
her.
With that.
I just wasn't a fan of it. But I absolutely love Can You Feel the Love Tonight, the original version, and so in my head, there was no living up to that, the original. So
I think I've heard the original like once or twice.
Yeah.
But between me and her, I think they did really good with it because in this one, it's more so them singing. I don't know if they did that in the original. The original?
Yeah.
They did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
What do I know?
Yeah.
I didn't know. This is what happens when I don't either remember seeing a movie or I didn't see the original. So
yeah.
That's the reason why I liked it, you know?
It's okay. So what did you think about Timon and Pumbaa? Pumbaa was played by Seth Rogen, and Timon was played by Billy Eichner, thank you.
I thought they were hilarious. Going in, when I saw the trailers for him, kind of freaked me out. I don't know why. I mean, it could be because I never really
What aspect of the characters freaked you out?
The aspect of Pumbaa. Like, he just looked really freaky to me.
Yeah. Warthogs are not the most attractive animals in the safari.
But I got over it. The way the two actors played the character was, I think, pretty perfect. Yes. They had really good connections together.
Yeah. And it was funny, I was watching a documentary yesterday on the filming of this movie, and one thing that I thought was really interesting compared to other movies is they actually had these actors in the same recording booths.
Really?
Yeah, so like I would be over here and you would be over there in like our own shield, but this way we could see each other and communicate with each other.
And reflect off of it.
Yeah, so I feel like it really came out with a lot of natural comedy that I don't think would have been there if they were just recording by themselves.
Yeah.
And going back to that scene in the third act, they basically nod to another classic Disney movie, and
it was perfect.
Everyone was dying in the theater. It was so funny, and that was definitely not in the script. I said from the minute the song started that this was definitely something that they did off the cuff and put it in the movie, and it worked so well. It was so funny.
Yeah.
And you'll know exactly what I'm talking about, too, when the scene pops up.
So. You're going to be like, oh, I remember her talking about that.
Yeah.
So, I know most of the songs were the same, if not all of them.
Yeah.
How'd you like the songs?
I thought they were really good. I really enjoyed that they were the same as the original.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe that they added any new ones. I could be wrong.
They did one.
On that.
It was the Spirit one by Beyonce.
Oh, yeah. Again, we know how I feel about that. But
I thought it was okay.
I thought it was okay. In the scene where she's singing Spirit, she voices Nyla, but Nyla also talks while Beyonce is singing Spirit. And it was a little weird to me because here she is singing, but her character isn't singing because the character is talking. So it was a little weird, and I didn't quite like that.
Gotcha.
But other than that, all the classic songs were just as good, except for Can You Feel the Love Tonight. But that original song is truly one of those songs that is once in a lifetime, and it is just phenomenal. But Hakuna Matata was great. I loved it. They sung it really well too. Like I was actually surprised. I didn't know that they could sing, the actors.
I was fairly surprised too, in all honesty.
I was pleasantly surprised when they were actually nailing the song, and I really got into it. So,
one question. So, in the animated movie, I know you're gonna make fun of me, guys. I'm sorry. Okay, I can't help it. Were the singing numbers more? What's the word I'm trying to look for? I don't want to say majestic, but like
musical,
crazier, like an example I could think of is think Be Our Guest, right?
Yeah.
In the original Beauty and the Beast, how crazy it was, and then you go see it in the live action, and it's not as crazy.
Yes.
What?
No, I want to say they were about the same.
Okay.
Because I don't remember if I Just Can't Wait to Be King.
Yeah, because I
can't remember, because I know we've seen it in...
Because that's what pops in my head whenever
Mickey's PhilharMagic.
Look, that's what happens every time. Yeah. That's why I'm asking. I don't know if that's how it was. I don't believe
in the original that it was that animated and that crazy and that,
Yeah, because that's what I'm thinking. Different. That's why I wanted to know.
That was another great song, by the way. It was really good. And those kids are so talented. Oh my God, they killed that song. But it was... I think it's pretty much the same as the original.
Cool. I just wasn't sure.
Yeah. I'll have to watch it after.
Don't make fun of me. So, overall, how'd you like the movie?
Overall, I think it's going to crush the summer box office. I think it's going to hit $1 billion, no problem. Okay, when we saw the fan event at 5 o'clock, which is why we're able to record this. We're recording this at 8 o'clock. So we literally just got out of the theater.
Not bad.
But when we were leaving, our theater was packed. And I would like to think it's because that Lion King came out tonight. Yeah. But there were so many kids running around, so excited to see it, and that really warms my heart. Because this isn't your traditional princess or superhero movie. And this is really a movie that kind of means so much to Disney as a company. And so it's so great
much to you too.
Yes. It's great to see that there are still fans out there that love more than just the princesses and the superheroes. So, but I think overall the movie was great, and I would give it an 8.5 out of 10. There were some aspects that I didn't quite like, and I think that they missed on a couple things.
Beyonce.
But, and not just that, I think I was going into this remake with, like, Beauty and the Beast in mind and Aladdin in mind, where they kind of changed it up, and it was fresh and new and exciting, and it wasn't that way almost at all. Right. So it kind of missed me with that. I was like, I was looking forward to the new content.
I get where you're coming from, but you have to remember these remakes are to get a younger generation for people who haven't seen it, or just in general people who haven't seen it. I mean, I'm not the younger generation, like the 5-year-olds that are out there, but for someone who hasn't seen it and has only seen like some of the animated stuff here and there for Lion King, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's overall a very enjoyable movie.
I really enjoyed it, and I wouldn't mind seeing it again. Yeah. My only thing was they could have done better in a couple of spots with the songs. They were good. I thought it would have been a little bit more, oh my God, in your face, like Mickey's For Her Magic. But I can't compare it like that because that's what I know from Lion King.
Really. And I really like that they didn't do that, because if you're trying to make something that feels as realistic as this does, throwing something super cartoony in there would really throw you for a whirlwind.
Right.
Especially because they're trying to pass this off as a live action. Right. And I think it can very well succeed if you don't know the technology behind it and how much work and effort went into this film. So we keep saying it'll be interesting when it comes to award time.
I really cannot wait to see that.
What category it's going to be in. In the TV show that I was listening to last night, Jon Favreau mentioned that there is one shot in the movie that is actually real, that they actually filmed. And so I told him that in the beginning of the movie, and so we were trying to figure out what scene. And so we have 3, right?
Yeah.
There's a tree time lapse in the first act with stars, and like there's 2 different trees. And I think the first one's real. Well,
I think the one with them in the desert real, because it's really hard to make sand look real.
When young Simba runs away.
Right.
There's a scene where he's on top of a sand dune, and you think that one's real.
I thought that was real because it looked too real.
I don't think it's real, only because to match the lion cub to the completely animated lion cub, I think is next to impossible. So I don't think that one's real.
Yeah, but they could have just used it as a template.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know how real the entire shot is, but true. And then what was the other one?
The other one was towards the end.
Oh, yeah, when they're at the end of Can You Feel the Love Tonight. They're standing and they're on a pond. It's Nyla and Simba. They're on a pond, and in the mountains the sun set. And I said I would love to see that be the real shot. It was just such a beautiful shot. And it wouldn't surprise me if this landscape was out there in the world somewhere, because it is so beautiful. And it would be easy to put 2 lions in there because they were silhouettes.
Right.
So it could have been easier because they didn't have to match the color. So those are my 2 guesses, 2 and 3 guesses. Okay. So, but if once you see the movie, let us know what scene you think is real in the movie. I'd love to know your thoughts on it.
Right. Yeah. So.
What was your overall score, though?
My overall score was an 8.5. I agree with you. It needed a little bit of work, but I liked it. I have to see it again because the first time you were watching it, the visuals are so good.
Yeah.
I kept on leaning over to her every once in a while. I'm like, I can't believe this is all fake. And I'm like, this feels real and whatnot.
Something just fell.
Well, whatever.
It's kind of like how Pandora took CGI to the next level, and the Jungle Book kind of wowed everyone, and this is even better visually than Jungle Book, I have to say.
This is like a real game changer. All the backdrops on everything looked real.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous with how good they did with it. I'm really impressed with what Jon Favreau did. I can't wait to see how this handles with the box office.
Yes, I'm excited for that. I really do think that it's gonna crush.
But yeah, overall, I loved it. It's an 8.5. What was yours again?
An 8.5 as well.
Okay, cool.
But
But yeah.
I'm trying to look up how long it was in production for.
It was in production right after
2019, let's see. Because
It went into production right after Jungle Book.
No, that's not what I want. But this movie must have taken forever. On September, nope, that's when they confirmed it. But whatever, I can't seem to find it in my quick search. But this movie, I can't imagine how many artists and animators and CGI people worked on this movie.
He shot it like it was a real movie.
Yeah.
They literally said that he was using new technology to film it.
So
how he wanted to.
In the show that I was watching last night, they said they would come into work every day, put on VR goggles, and walk through this completely digital world. And a lot of the camera shots are actually actual camera shots through this virtual world. So, like, they were showing the camera guys had, like, the VR things on, moving the camera through this 3D set. And, like, that wasn't real. That was all on, like, the VR. And I'm so excited to see what other movies use this technology because it is groundbreaking.
Oh, yeah.
And I would love to see Pandora 2, or Avatar 2, not Pandora. Avatar 2 use...
In 20 years.
Yeah, use this technology because I think it was stunning. And it's definitely going to change the CGI game for sure. Or live action, whatever category.
Photorealistic. It's going to be its own category eventually.
I'm sure. And this is the movie to start it. So.
But yeah.
But it was absolutely phenomenal. We highly recommend. Go check it out in theaters.
It
just came out tonight, so make sure to grab your tickets and go see it. Especially if you go to AMC, $5 Ticket Tuesdays. So you get to see it for $5. And it's definitely worth it. And I can't wait to see it again tomorrow.
And we'll let you know how it is in Dolby, because Dolby's amazing.
Yes. Yeah, we saw the fan event tonight, so it was a normal 2D in the theater. So.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure.
Yes. Yeah. Let us know what you think of the movie and see if you can pick out a scene that you think is real. I would love to know what.
And put it in the comments, too.
Yeah. Yes, let's have a conversation about it.
That'll be a lot of fun.
Comment on our Instagram page as well.
Or Facebook.
Also, somewhere on our set is a non-Disney thing. If you can find it, let us know. Leave it down in the comments.
It's not the one that fell over here. It's not that one over there.
My brother put it up, so I don't actually know where it is, but it's somewhere. But I'm Rachel.
And I'm Joe.
And you've been watching Mickey and Minnie's Keys to the Kingdom.